Boys, today we are back, and in today's video I am going to be making my lock, fight of the night, performance of the night, worst fight of the night predictions for tonight's card. It is the day of the card, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really looking forward to it. It's back at the Apex. It's a shitty fight. There's some decent fights on the main card, but the prelims are absolutely terrible. So yep, we are fully back in the UFC swing of things with a nice good little Apex card in February. So let's get it started. Lock of the card. I made videos about this all week. Mario Bautista. I'm going out on a limb. I'm saying he is an absolute lock to win this fight versus Vinicius Oliveira. Vinicius looked shitty on the scales yesterday, weighing in. Mario was talking a little bit of shit up there. So I think Mario Bautista is going to show levels, like I said. This fight is not going to be close. Vinicius Oliveira is not a good fighter. He's wild in his punches. He has no technique. The only chance he has of winning is just going out there and shitting Mario Bautista in the first 5 exchanges. So Mario Bautista's a lock. And yeah, he's going to show levels. I predict him to finish Vinicius Oliveira in the 3rd round via strikes. I could see a submission too. I genuinely see Mario Bautista just absolutely schooling this guy, making it look easy and showing absolute levels. Vinicius Oliveira's not good. He's only got 4 fights in the UFC. Shouldn't be a main event. Barely got by Kyler Phillips, barely got by Said Nurmagomedov with no gas tank. And only is known because he has 1 highlight reel knee. So, give me Mario Bautista easily. Lock of the card, Mario Bautista. Put your entire house on it. Moving on. Fight of the night prediction. Now, this was tough because we are at the Apex, and some of these fights are shitty, but I'm going to go with Nikolai Veretennikov versus Nico Price. This will be fight of the night, all right? This is my prediction. Not a lot of good fights on this card, but Nico Price always comes to scrap, even if he gets finished in the first 10 seconds. His last fight versus Jacoby Smith was an actually very entertaining fight. It was back and forth. Nico Price was actually tagging up Jacoby Smith. Jacoby Smith was tagging him back. It was kind of a little sloppy war on the feet, which is always fun. And then Jacoby Smith did get the takedown and sub him, but Nico Price is always fun. He's always wild as fuck. Barely any technique. And Veretennikov, he can strike. I mean, he's shitty on the ground, but he can strike a little bit. So I mainly think Nico Price will make this fun. Obviously, I picked Veretennikov to win because he is the younger guy, even though he's pretty shit. So I could see Nico Price winning, but I picked Veretennikov. But I think this will be fight of the night. I think these guys will go to a scrap, especially Price. Every fight with Price, every fight with Price is always fun, and Veretennikov is a striker, so I could see him knocking him out. I could see it being a little bit of a war. Veretennikov doesn't really get in wars usually. He's kind of like a little bit boring, but I could see Nico Price pushing the pace, going for a finish, and fight of the night prediction, fuck it, we'll go with this because there's not a lot of good fights, all right? Moving on. Performance of the night prediction. Give me Kyoji Horiguchi over Amir Albazi. I think Kyoji Horiguchi is going to style on him. I don't think Amir Albazi's high level, and I felt really bad for Amir Albazi when he fought Brandon Moreno because he just got pieced up. Really had nothing for Brandon Moreno, so I felt really bad for him after that fight. So I'm kind of pulling for Amir to win because I felt bad for him. He was beat up. He was really beat up. I think he also had some brain injury or something. That's why he was out for a really long time before that Moreno fight or something. So I feel bad for Amir Albazi. I want to see him win. It'll make my heart feel happy, but I think Kyoji Horiguchi is going to style on him, maybe even finish him. Albazi is hard to finish. Kai Kara France couldn't do it, even though Kai Kara France is ass, but Kai Kara France couldn't do it. Moreno couldn't finish him. Moreno was tagging him, though, and dropping him. The fight could have got stopped at one point, if I remember correctly, but I think even though he's hard to finish, I think Horiguchi can go out there and get a finish. He looked great against Tagiru Ulanbekov, and I think he's got a lot of motivation right now because Pantoja was the champ. And if I think they make Pantoja versus Van, Horiguchi, trains with Pantoja. Had a nice little call out of Pantoja in his last win. So I think Kyoji Horiguchi will go out there, and I'm pretty sure I predicted 30-27 decision. And I think that is my final prediction too. 30-27. Performance of the night just absolutely beats down Amir Albazi, who I think is a little bit overrated. But I am pulling for Amir because I do feel bad for him. He did really get beat up in that Brandon Moreno fight, and it made me feel sad for him. So let's go Amir Albazi, all right? And you're irrelevant as fuck in the flyweight division, and it makes me sad. So Amir Albazi, we're pulling for you, bro, but I think you will get styled on tonight. And give me Kyoji Horiguchi, performance of the night, landing over 100 significant strikes, bloodying up Albazi, and calling for a title shot. Moving on. Underdog of the card, give me Eduarda Mora over Wang Kong. Wang Kong is not good at fighting. She did beat Shevchenko like way back in the day in kickboxing. I don't know how. But yeah, Wang Kong's not good. When she fought like someone actually decent in Gabriela Fernandez, I'm pretty sure that's who it was. She got head kicked and then finished on the ground. Eduarda Moore is actually a decent little prospect. She has a lot of decent wins. She beat Lauren Murphy, which, hey, Lauren Murphy fought for her title not too long ago. So that's a decent win for women, even though Lauren Murphy's terrible. That's a decent win for a woman. So give me Eduarda Mora. She is an underdog. I think if she can, get the grappling going, take her down, I think Wang Kong's, shit on the ground. So, although Wang Kong only got finished because she was head kicked in days on the ground. That's the reason she got finished, but I don't think she's as good as Eduarda Mora on the ground. Eduarda Mora is a really good grappler. Both of these fat fuckers missed weight. Wait, can I say that? I mean, obviously they're not fat. They weigh like 135 pounds, but both of these guys missed weight. Both of them pretty unprofessional. Actually, I don't really give a fuck that people miss weight. This is kind of like a little, side topic, but if you miss weight, like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, if you're like 2 pounds off, I mean, obviously you tried to make weight. So, like, does it really matter if you're 2 pounds off? Like, I know it matters, like, the purse is different and shit like that, but does it really matter I hate when people, like, get so mad at people missing weight. It's like, all right, the fight's still going to happen. At least it's not like a 10-pound miss. If it's a 10-pound miss, I get it, but if they're off by, like, a pound or two, like, I don't really find it that big of a deal. So these two missing by, 2 pounds, both of them, I don't really think it's going to, make a huge difference, but they both did miss weight. This fight's going to be probably shit. Eduarda Mora, in my opinion, is going to go out there and dominate the grappling in 30-27, 29-28. But she is an underdog, and I think she'll win. So, underdog of the card, Eduarda Mora, book it. Place those bets because she will be winning this fight easily. Moving on. My last topic, I will talk about the worst fight of the night prediction. I've been loving making these. And we're going, a little, double here. We're going, 2 fights, and it's the Bashrat brothers. These guys are fucking pound for pound, top 10 worst and most boring fighters in the UFC. They were both undefeated at one time. Javid Bashrat's gone on a no contest and 2-loss streak. So Farid is the better Bashrat, that's proven. Javid is shit. Farid's shit too. Like, both of these guys are fucking awful. I'm actually their skill level's decent, but they're boring as fuck. So these two, especially Javid, he's fighting Gianni Vasquez now. Who pulled out? Saeed Nurmagomedov pulled out. So, I mean, we weren't really looking forward to that, but, that did happen. So I think Javid Bashrat will go out there, not get a finish, just fucking stay on the outside. But actually, both of these guys stay on the outside. I think Gene Matsumoto might get a little scrappy because he is a little scrappy. He went to a very close decision with Rob Font, split decision. So I do think Gene Matsumoto will win the fight, but the worst fight of the night will go to these guys. Actually, I should have put... I think Javid will win, and I think Gene will win, so I kind of fucked this up, but we're not editing over here because I got to post this video, but give me the Bashrat bros as the worst fight of the night. They just sit on the outside, jab, fucking leg kick, throw a teep kick, once around. Maybe a one big right hand, every round, just like Volk. These guys are fucking Volk prototypes, so, and people are going to hate me for saying that, but it's true. But yeah, give me the Bashrat bros as the worst fight of the night prediction, both of them. I think if Gene Matsumoto, gets a little scrappy, that fight could be decent. And if Gianni Vasquez has any type of skill, he did miss weight, which is, he took the fight on like 4 days notice. But if he goes out there and just goes all out for a finish, trying to get it, stay in the UFC, I could see, him finishing Javid Bashrat. But I think these guys are too technically sound, too good at defense, and they're tit for tat, pitter pat, shot fighters. And they do just enough to win. They're not trying to finish you. They want to do just enough to get a 29-28 or 30-27 victory. Every round, they're just trying to do just enough to win. So, yeah, worst fight of the night, these two. And, let me know what you guys think in the comments. The card is tonight. Not really looking forward to it, but it is fights to watch, so I'll be watching. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Enjoy the fights tonight. Peace.